Welcome back to Newsroom. Now for a look at what's happening in sport. We start off with some football news. As the countdown begins to the start of the CONCACAF Nations League in the September to November window, a 31-man Guyana-based provisional squad has been selected to begin training on Thursday at the Guyana Football Federation's National Training Center at Providence. More in this report. The squad, comprising 4 goalkeepers, 11 defenders, 10 midfielders and 6 forwards, also has 7 first-timers who will be competing for a chance to earn their debut in the senior national squad. According to Charles Lily Pollard, the Golan Jaguars assistant coach and the lead for the Guyana-based team preparation, the squad was selected by a technical panel including the head coach, Michael Johnson. Pollard said the aim is to continuously look for players with the right combination of technical skill, heart and commitment to represent the country. He said, and I quote, "I believe this squad reflects that. While the majority of the squad is taken from those who were part of the previous training program, we have brought in some new players who have shown creditable performance in the recently held tournaments and who have to fight for a place when the shortlist is made." End quote. Pollard was part of a technical panel that selected the players, namely Head of Recruitment Faisal Khan, goalkeeper coach Ian De Vera, fitness coach Wilson Toledo, the head coach Michael Johnson, and technical director Ian Greenwood. Pollard said the first sessions will prioritize fitness, which will be led by Toledo. The fitness evaluation is scheduled for Saturday. Guyana will play 3 home and away matches as follows. On September 6, they take on Aruba in Curacao and then return to play Jamaica on October 9. 2 days later, they travel to take on Antigua and Barbuda before returning home for the return clash on October 14. On November 15, Guyana will play host to Aruba, and the final game will see Guyana traveling to face host Jamaica. The full squad can be seen on our website, newsroom.gy. Reporting for Newsroom, I'm Avinash Ramzan. Delroy McIntosh of Bartica was the first recipient of an authentic English Premier League jersey for accruing 100 points in Let's Bet Sports' new Fantasy Football League. The brand ambassador, Royal Tony, made the presentation earlier today.
McIntosh, who's an avid Arsenal fan, saw his team top Newcastle United 1-0 on the opening weekend of the league. His picks on the impact players proved to be the best, which saw him rack up the most points, 100 points. He further indicated it comes down to deep study of players and teams.
Well, it comes down to studying each and every player, I understand, and the performances from last season and the availability of players also.
And going forward, what do you think about the chances?
Yeah, well, I will be sticking to my team, just using the one free transfer because right now I'm in the lead and the others got to catch up, so the pressure's on them.
Tony revealed is the first of many winners the others should play to be within a chance.
We could have multiple winners. Delroy will also receive top-up after signing up online to play online at letsbetsports.gy. So congratulations to Delroy. And this also goes to show that our league is reaching far and wide, and it's open to anyone living across the length and breadth of Guyana. So sign up using our code HEA31M and join our Let's Bet Fantasy Football League. So congrats once again. So why the Arsenal shirt?
Arsenal's the best club in England.
Keon Washington, also of Bartica, came second with 98 points, and he won $500 voucher to either play online or at any lottery or Let's Bet sport agents countrywide. Fantasy football is a game in which participants assemble an imaginary team of real-life footballers and score points based on those players' actual statistical performance or their perceived contribution on the field of play. Participants are asked to select 11 players within a price budget. In this case, the Premier League, it is £100, which is an imaginary figure. At the end of the season in May 2020, there will be a grand draw and 2 player jerseys directly from the league will be awarded. For the Newsroom, Akim Green.
Now for some boxing news. Sevon's Waste Management has come out in support of the 4th Annual Caribbean Schoolboys and Juniors Boxing Championship, which will be staged at the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall from August 16 to 18. Boxers from Trinidad and Tobago, the Cayman Islands, Dominica, Grenada, Barbados, St. Lucia will vie to dethrone the host nation. President of the Guyana Boxing Association, Steve Ninval, accepted a sponsorship from Sevon's on Wednesday.
The Guyana Amateur Boxing Association is grateful to Sevon's Waste Management for coming on board with the Caribbean Schoolboys and Juniors Tournament, which is now, of course, officially the Winfield Brafitt Schoolboys and Juniors Tournament. We would have only had to seek out the assistance of Sivan Waste Management, and we had a response in 1 day or less than 1 day, and it was a positive response. It is not the first time that Sivan has been supportive of our efforts. They have been behind the scenes too for some time, and we will hope that this is not the last time that they will be with us, because there are many more things that this association has to do as it relates to local boxing and as it relates to international boxing.
We want to continue supporting the Guyana Boxing Association and any other sporting activity or any other way in which we can help out in terms of sponsoring. We sometimes like to get on board with these things because it's very important to the youths of the community, and it's good that they can actively be involved in something positive. So we want to continue with that support system and continue to offer something positive as it relates to community development in terms of sports in Guyana.
And finally, the Hero Caribbean Premier League bowls off in less than a month, and one of the most consistent teams in the league is set to embark on another journey to a maiden title. 4 trips to the final have resulted in a runner-up position every time, and Alex Jordan examines the team's prospects in 2019.
Greetings, cricket fans. How is everyone? I'm Alex Jordan, and I'm super looking forward to the CPL 2019. Are you? If you haven't got your tickets yet, log on to cplT20.com and sort yourselves out. It's going to be a banger. All right, as we lead up now to CPL 2019, kicking off in a month, I am going to be looking at various aspects of the tournaments, including the teams. And today, my friends, let's talk Guyana Amazon Warriors. Now, they are a fantastic team, a great team, 4-time finalists, and they have never lifted that trophy. I would say always the bridesmaid, never the bride, but I much prefer always the groomsman, never the groom. What is it? What element of that team or of their game is it that is going to take them that final step to finally be champions of the CPL? Well, who will be their captain this year? Will it be young Chris Green, who has been such a crowd favourite, but didn't have whatever X factor he needed last year to go the full hog? Or will it be someone like Shoaib Malik, a real veteran in this thing, who also very popular with the fans, but might have that little more experience to help them go the whole way in 2019? Well, we will see. The Providence ground, spin played a big role in last year's tournament. Will it again this year? They've got their fair share of spinners, including Malik and Green. They've got Shadab Khan. They've got Kemo Paul. They can compete in that arena, so that would really work for them. Now, what works for the Guyana Amazon Warriors is their 12th man. They're tremendous fans. I mean, there are not many fans in the world as supportive, as vocal, and as cricket knowledgeable as the Guyanese fans. And they are rewarded this year with having the playoffs at Providence. Could that be the aspect? Could that be the little bit of momentum the team needs to really get going and go the whole way this year? I mean, they've got some big teams to beat, but you know, you've got to give them a chance to do it, because they are a team that have been there or thereabouts most years. Now, you know, sports is a lot about psychology. And as much as winning is a habit, losing is a habit. So they've somehow got to rid themselves of this idea that they're always almost and not full champions. They've got to do it this year. Could it be some of the young guns? You know, it's a young team. Shimron Hetmeyer, the young Guyanese, 22 years old, is he? Yes, 22. And he never performs better than in the CPL. He loves this tournament. He talks very freely about the fact that it was this tournament that gave him the international experience he needed to really take him to the next level of his cricket. He loves to perform in front of his home crowd. So who knows what could happen? There's Kemo Paul. There's Nicholas Pooran, who was the standout in the West Indies team for the World Cup 2019. Although, got to say that bar was fairly low. But still, we know the talent that he has and the ability he has when he gets going. There's Sherfane Rutherford. There's Anthony Bramble. A whole set of young guns who could be the difference for the Warriors this year. Can they do it? Make sure you're there to see. Now, the first game for the Guyana Amazon Warriors is Thursday, the 5th of September at Providence against the St. Lucia Stars.
And with that, we've come to the end of the news for this evening. Of course, you can find updates on these and other stories on our website, newsroom.gy, or our Facebook page, Newsroom Guyana. On behalf of the entire team here, I'm Avinash Ramzan. Thanks for watching. See you back here tomorrow.